from work. Some discussions. Guys talking about universal health care. I just replied to one student who was talking about the universal health care system in Finland and how a resident of that country says that it works great for its people and how the country is healthier. But there's the Colorado spruce. And how the people of the country of Finland are so much healthier, and the system is even great for immigrants. And I thought that's opposite from Whitman's argument, a philosopher from my text, which mentioned that the systems didn't work for reasons of waiting times, like countries like Canada that have universal waiting times. There people might wait, months and months to get a surgery, to get a surgery that they need, versus in the United States where the surgery could happen pretty much immediately. So that's in question. That's an issue. And there are other things. We mentioned that the United States medicines are so much higher, and that the United States spends 45% of all money spent on pharmaceuticals is spent by the United States. How that's negative, and how the United States universal health care system is. The United States doesn't have a universal health care system, but the United States health care system is in such bad condition considering the prices and how people can't afford it, other than the extremely poor that get Medicare, and the extremely rich. The people in between aren't able to afford certain stuff, and they stay on jobs just for jobs they hate, just to maintain their Medicaid. Their insurance and stuff like that. But the argument is that the United States is in such a bad turmoil. But one point that one of the philosophers on one side of the argument made, Whitman, arguing against universal health care, is that the United States, they spend 45% on all pharmaceuticals in the world, but on the other hand, they also produce the most pharmaceuticals as well, and the most new innovations, and also which makes the world a healthier place. And they were saying that the rest of the world just rides along. The United States is spending all of that money and spending all of that knowledge and research and producing new pharmaceuticals and new drugs that are making people healthier, not just in the United States, but around the world. Notice how we live a lot longer, and the population is a lot bigger than it was centuries ago, when people didn't live as long, because you were living outside and didn't have the medications for a lot of people to make it past childhood because of certain diseases and stuff. But now that's not the case. So sorry, I gotta style my hair, it's early. But now that's not the case because we've made so many strides in the healthcare system. But this, again, that Finland argument kind of turns the tide on the argument, Gaiman's argument, that the waiting, I hope I'm giving the right scenario, because which side Gaiman is on versus Whitman. Anyways, that said, I just wanted to mention that the argument of Finland is a good testimonial that should maybe be considered in researching utilization and optimization or capacity, if I may, of a universal healthcare system, and whether it's good for the United States. That would mean everyone's covered, under a single payer system, same one that I'm mentioning, the same way I mentioned that a single payer system should cover housing every person on earth, ending homelessness, which you can check out on my website at www.dcwdcw.com. But yeah, so there's the Colorado spruce again. First time over here, I saw this rabbit, or you can call it a Rocky Mountain spruce, or the blue spruce. Then there's the other one. It's like a white Christmas tree. But yeah, so the Finland argument states that the one student, Brittany, was mentioning that Yemi, excuse me, it's not Brittany, it's Yemi, was mentioning that he or she speaks to there's the blue spruce, and there's the other one. Okay, so that said, that kind of attests to a way that we can verify, whether the system is actually working, or against we can weigh testimonials against the two opposing philosophers on the issue, one for universal healthcare and one against universal healthcare. Well, if a testimonial from an actual system, there's one thing to read it in a book, the two arguments in the book, and it's another thing to get testimonials from people that actually to current day live in systems of universal healthcare. And as Yemi was mentioning, the individual was saying of the Finnish UHC, or the universal healthcare system in Finland, that is excellent for the people there. The people's health, the country's health is excellent, has improved, as well as it's great for the individual and for immigrants. So I think that's an excellent point. So that's just consideration of universal healthcare.